Hey Tanya, it's like just responding to your message board. I appreciated the conversation about Austin's argument in relationship to dance doing and saying something and infelicitousness, if that's a word. What strikes me when I'm reading the response and what I read the prompts was Maxine Johnstone's text from the summer in the phenomenology of dance and understanding, as you put it, as well, that the personal subjectivities which allow us to make meaning from dance, right? So our own biopsychosocial experiences craft the way we see and what we take from it. So I totally appreciated that as well, and trying to figure out the distinction between allowing our own personal subjectivities and likes and dislikes to pervade or curate our ability to assess something within its own context. And I think we talked about that with Maxine Johnstone in chapter 6, when she often argued that anything, especially in the field of dance, its merit should be judged on its personal context, not our own context or subjectivities, but on its context. Does it meet the requirement or to be dance from within its own context? In that, the same thing is if we judge whether Chinese classical dance is dance and we're coming from Indian classical dance as the measure of standard, then we've devalued what Chinese classical dance is from its own context, because we're using a different context to judge whether something else that doesn't ascribe to those rules or principles are valid or invalid. So I appreciated you bringing that up. There was one more point that I was wanting to ask, which is this idea about dance doing something. It seems like a lot of us are having a conversation about dance moving someone to make an action that is either social or political. But I'm wondering if in Austin's argument, if we can associate dance doing something as just igniting or inspiring someone to just move. And if that is dance doing something, I looked at Denise's prompt, and it was the Misty Copeland ad for Under Armour. And a bunch of the comments were in our message board were about like inspiring us to act and be like, especially political action. But I'm wondering if there's another nuanced action of just watching dance and wanting to move, if that is the same from the Austian theory of doing something in terms of performative utterance. But I don't really have a real answer for it. But I'm wondering if you might, or if this makes sense. Yeah, just a question. All right, bye.